A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. Of course her parents don't have a problem with me being black. She's past the wall. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
So you got drunk at a frat party, then fucked the football team? You're not a rape victim, sweetheart.
You're a slut. What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of the Sharp Reality. At Donovan_Sharp is where I can be found on Twitter. And if you want to contact me directly with questions, comments, show ideas, or personal stories, go to the contact tab in the upper right-hand corner of my homepage at donovansharp.com and drop me your thoughts. Be sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter to stay up to date on all things TSR. And of course, if you want to support the show, bookmark the Amazon link in the sidebar of my homepage and do all your Amazon shopping through that link. A lot of us are in relationships with women on some level. Most of us who listen to this, myself included, we have wives, girlfriends, fuck buddies, friends with benefits, everything in between. Well, a lot of times, our women or your girl will tell you, "Oh my God, you're the biggest cock I've ever taken," or "That's the best sex I've ever had." Understand this, gentlemen. This is never true. All right, unless you're a, I can't even qualify that statement. That's just not true. The fact is that you will never be the biggest cock your girl has ever taken, and you will never be her best sex. You will never be her best lover. All right. You might be, unless your dick is in the top 1% in terms of size, and you make every girl that you have sex with squirt. Unless you've had women into the double digits tell you that they're the best sex, that you're the best sex they've ever had, chances are your girl is probably lying to you. But those men are the outliers. For the rest of us, we know that we're never going to be the best. We're never going to be the biggest. And this is just simple mathematics. The average woman has way too much sexual experience. The more men a girl gets fucked by, the more oversized cock she's taken. That's that. Also, if she fucks enough guys, she's gonna get at least one, maybe two, that will make her eyes roll back and squirt and shake all at the same time. Again, basic math. The more sex a woman has, the more likely it is that she's taken an abundance of oversized cocks. The more men that she slept with, or the more likely it is that she has slept with a man or men who have just made her squirt all over the place. The best sex they've ever had. Again, even though we will never be the biggest or the best, you can make yourself unforgettable in the sack with a woman, okay? But if you want to make yourself unforgettable, okay, in other words, if you want to make a girl never forget you or always remember you, or years down the road when she's talking to her friends about you, she mentions your name in the same breath as the biggest and the best cock she's ever taken, the first thing you need to do is stop giving a shit about pleasing her in bed. I've discussed this in multiple podcasts on some level. I discussed it specifically at length in episode 17, why you shouldn't give a shit about a woman's needs in bed. And listen, I'll start this off by using myself and my girl as an example. I don't care if my girl likes it when I fuck her, okay? And really there are two main reasons for this. The first reason is because I know she's had bigger and better than me. And it's pointless worrying about what I can't control, okay? Now listen, man, my dick is well above average, but guys, I'm not a top 1%er. I know that my dick is not the biggest cock my girl has ever taken. I know I'm not the best lover my girl has ever had. I don't have any control over that. And I'm not going to bust my ass reading articles and magazines and Kama Sutra and learning, I don't even know how to say it, cunnilingus or whatever. I'm not doing all that. I can't control that. She's had bigger and better cocks than mine. That's fine. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me because I know that's something I can't control. Number two is because I know that sex isn't the most important thing to women. Even if you're only fucking her, even if she's just a friend with benefit or one of your side chicks. Okay? Women care more about how they feel when they're with you They like feeling safe. They like having fun with you. And if the sex happens to be good, to them, that's just an added bonus. Okay? I knew a girl who told me, this is funny, I actually knew a girl who told me that the sex was terrible with her boyfriend. Okay? But when she dumped him, but when he dumped her, she went fucking crazy. She'd follow him to California. She'd blow up his phone. I mean, she did all kinds of crazy shit. Now, that, of course, is an extreme example. But the point is that sex isn't the most important thing to women. It's important, but not as important as it is to us. All right? It's a little further down the list than it is with men. As far as my own woman goes, I don't care if she likes getting fucked by me. Okay? If she likes the sex that we just had, great. If she doesn't, great. I don't care one way or another. And listen, guys, she knows this because I've told her this. Now, granted, I'm not going to be a meathead about it. I'm not going to be inhuman about it. If she tells me, Donovan, man, you really fucked me good that time. Yes, gentlemen, it does temporarily give me a slight mood elevation. Okay? It doesn't last long, but it is there. But by the same token, guys, I don't need the compliments. I don't fuck my girl and then get butthurt if she doesn't tell me how great the sex was. I assume that if she opens her legs to get fucked by me again, then I'm not terrible, and that's good enough for me as long as I'm satisfied. So if you want to make yourself, so the first thing, again, I'll say this again, the first step in making yourself memorable and unforgettable to a woman between the sheets, stop caring about her needs in bed. Don't go down on her. Don't rub her dude, don't rub her clit while you're fucking her. Guys, don't do anything during sex that doesn't keep your dick hard that you don't like. Be completely selfish. Girls will never punish a 5%er who's selfish, or an alpha male. That's what I call an alpha male, a 5%er. I think alpha male is too try hard. Girls will never punish a 5%er who's selfish in bed, okay? She'll punish a beta by going and fucking a 5%er and not putting out for said beta, but that 5%er who's fucking her, he can be as selfish as he wants to be. And she'll keep coming back for more, guys, trust me. The next thing you need to do to make yourself unforgettable between the sheets with a woman is whatever the fuck you want her to do, and you need to demand that from her. Don't ask her, you tell her. If you want anal, you fuck her in the ass. If you want her to swallow, blow your load down her throat. If you want to give her ass to mouth, then give her ass to mouth. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, and if she's not down with it, find a girl who is. Man, listen, there are plenty of girls out there who will do whatever you want, whatever you want her to do. If she's not going to do whatever it takes to keep you satisfied or to keep you from fucking other chicks, she's got to go. You can keep her around for side pussy or make her a side chick, but if she doesn't do absolutely everything you want in bed to satisfy you, then she's got to go, or she moves down a rung. If she's your main chick, well, now she's a side chick. And if she still doesn't want to do it, okay, now you're just a friend with benefits. No, guys, most girls don't like anal. I've said it before. Anal sex for women is uncomfortable at best, painful at worst. A lot of girls don't like swallowing either. Guys, listen, sperm is slimy, it's salty, it's warm, and depending on a dude's diet, it can taste really bad, all right? But again, I'll use my girl as an example. My girl knows I could easily replace her. And she knows I could go out and get pussy if she doesn't meet my sexual needs. All right? I know she hates anal, guys. And look, I'll even tease her about it. I'll tell her, yeah, I'm going backdoor tonight just to hear her say, oh, God, please, no. Like, she gets, like, it's so funny to hear her reaction when I joke about fucking her in the ass. She does not like anal sex, but guess what? When I press the head of my dick against her asshole, she offers no resistance. If she's sucking my cock and I blow my load, I know she's going to swallow it. I didn't ask her to do any of this stuff. I demanded it. So the second thing you need to do to make yourself unforgettable in bed is to do whatever the fuck you want. Be unabashedly selfish. Listen, nothing goes near her pussy except your dick. Don't put your hands, don't sit there and rub her clit. No, don't do any of that stuff. You fuck her. You blow your loads in her. You fuck her in the ass. You do whatever it is you want to do that sexually satisfies you. The last thing you do, or the last thing that you need to do to make yourself unforgettable in bed, is to make her desirable by any means necessary. And I'll explain what I mean here. Gentlemen, women want a lot of things in life. They want security. They want a strong male. They want it all. But above all, what women want the most is male desire. They want to be wanted. They want to be lusted after. They want men to want to fuck them. They can talk all they want about what they require in bed from a man. Like, my man has to go down on me, and my man has to do this, and my man has to please me. They can say whatever they want. But if she thinks for 1 second that he's not as attracted to her as she is to him, it gives her a complex, and the sex is unenjoyable. A couple months back, I did an episode with Alan Roger Curry, and during that discussion, we talked about the concept of not giving a shit about a woman's needs in bed. And I submitted to him that we talked about this, I don't know, we probably talked about this for 5 or 10 minutes. And what came of that conversation is that women, yes, good sex for women is great. But if their partner isn't satisfied, they consider that a failure. I'll give you a quick example. If you were to take a woman, if a woman was being completely honest with you, not being politically correct, not trying to grandstand for her girlfriends or her feminist friends or whatever, if you took one woman, your average 27-year-old slut, and said, okay, you have 2 sexual encounters. Sexual encounter number 1, the guy fucks you like a porn star, you squirt all over the place, your eyes are rolling in the back of your head, you're shaking, you're screaming, you're moaning, you're groaning, best sex you ever had, but he doesn't come. Then you offer her sexual encounter number 2. He fucks you the same way, and he blasts 5, 6, 7 loads in you. He's blasting all over your face, this and that and the other, but you don't have an orgasm. Guys, 10 out of 10 women would choose scenario number 2. And the reason for this is, and again, this is what I said back in episode 17, why you shouldn't give a shit about a woman's needs in bed. And that is that 95% of a woman's satisfaction is tied to your satisfaction as a man. Women can talk all they want about how they love orgasms and this and that and the other. But they care 10 times more about a man's satisfaction. She can have the greatest sex of her life. If the man says, well, I'm glad you came, but I did an orgasm, that's a failure to her. That's a failure. And she has a complex. When she goes home that night, she's thinking about that. Oh my God, like, is he not attracted to me? I talked about it in one episode. I even put this on my pod pics. I was fucking this one girl when I first moved here to Reno. I was fucking her for a little while, and she ended up kicking me to the curb because it would take me like 45 minutes to an hour to blow my first load. And so she sent me a text message that basically, I don't have it in front of me, but it basically said, hey, look, you and I need to end this thing because I don't really feel like you're as hot for me as I am for you. I want to feel desired, and I don't feel like you're turned on by me. And I don't know, maybe she was right. I mean, I like fucking her, but I mean, listen, if it takes me a long time to bust it out when I'm fucking a woman, maybe I'm not as turned on by her as I originally thought. And she ended up dumping, well, she didn't dump me. I mean, she ended our little arrangement. But that's how it was. Okay? And listen, in that text conversation, and Michelle, dude, she was a silent shaker. I used to give her orgasms all the fucking time. All the time, guys. But she ended it because she wasn't giving me multiple orgasms. I wasn't shooting my loads as quickly as she was used to making a man come that quickly. Okay, it gave her a complex that it took me much longer to orgasm than it did her. And again, you guys can go to my homepage, go to podcasts, and in that drop menu, go to Podpics, and you'll see that text conversation. Again, I'll use my girl as an example. When I first met my main chick, she was attractive, okay? Attractive enough to get my attention. But over the past year, probably about a year and a half now, I turned her exactly what I wanted her to look like when I fuck her, okay? Here's what I did. The first thing I made her do is I made her hit the tanning booth to get nice, deep, skimpy tan lines. That's a turn on of mine. I love girls with tan lines. And listen, I made every woman that I sort of made my de facto main chick, or every woman that I was getting sex from on the regular or more than most other girls, yes, I'd make them hit the booth and get tan lines because this is what I require. And yeah, listen, some of the girls are like, no, I'm not getting tan lines. Guess what? Hey, I kept fucking them, but not as much. You're not my main chick anymore. You're now a side chick. You're now a booty call. If I strike out at the casino or the club, when I was going to the club or bars back in the day, yeah, all right, yeah, I might hit you at 1, 2 in the morning when my pipeline is dry. Okay. The next thing she did is I made her buy slutty clothes, guys. Listen, no exaggeration, guys. My girl owns an entire wardrobe of slutty clothing. Since we met, since I met her, she's bought, I don't know, something like 15 to 20 pairs of thongs. She's got all kinds of see-through lingerie. She's got a few pair of heels. And listen, these heels, she'll never wear them outside. I mean, she can barely walk in them in the first place. One of those heels is a pair of the clear stripper heels that strippers wear on stage. Yes, those kinds of heels, guys. Okay? She's got all kinds of slutty clothing. Listen, guys, she bought so much, we had to make a spreadsheet to keep track of it all, to keep them in rotation, to make sure she didn't wear the same thing twice or the same things more than once, to keep it fresh. Okay? She's bought certain kinds of jewelry, wrist and ankle restraints. Anything and everything I told her to buy, she bought. When I fuck my girl, I want her to look like a porn star. That's the look I want, guys. She's got the body for it. She's got great legs. She's got a decent ass. She has unbelievable tits. She's got the body for it. When she dresses up the way I want her to, she looks like a porn star. She knows that's what I like. She knows that's what turns me on, so that's what she does. At least half the times, and I'll tell you this, at least half the times we fucked, at least, she's wearing at least heels, if nothing else. Again, I want my woman to look like a porn star when I fuck her, and she gladly gives me what I want. And part of that reason is to keep my dick out of other chicks. Okay? Do the same thing with your woman, gentlemen. If you're like me and you want her to look like a porn star when you fuck her, tell her to buy some slutty lingerie and some slutty heels. If you're into the BDSM thing, get whips, chains, handcuffs, nipple pinchers, etc. Okay? If you dig the schoolgirl look, tell her to put her hair in pigtails and, wear a plaid skirt with knee socks. Whatever turns you on the most, tell your woman to do it. Don't ask her, don't suggest it, you tell her to do it. Because guess what, guys? Your woman wants you to look at her like a piece of meat. She wants you to objectify her, guys. She wants to see that lust in your eyes. She wants you to be just overcome with desire when you see her. She wants all of these things, gentlemen, but if you're not man enough to demand it from her, she's not going to do it. You can't say, well, it would be nice if you wore those panties every once in a while, or why don't you wear those thongs that you bought more often? No, fuck that. You tell her, go put on those heels, curl your hair, slather on as much red lipstick as your lips can hold, bring your slutty ass out here and deep throat my cock until you choke. Guys, your woman's pussy will start leaking right in front of your eyes. But guess what? It won't be because she's thinking about the upcoming sex. Her pussy is getting wet over the thought of your cock getting rock hard when she walks out. Your woman wants and needs a lot from you. But what she wants the most by a landslide is your sexual desire. And if you tell her exactly what will make her irresistible to you, if you tell her exactly what to do, what to put on, what to look like when she comes out to fuck you, if she knows she's going to get that unbridled, uncontrollable lust that's just going to make you ravage her, she'll do it every single time, guys. Every time. This is what women want. So when things end between you and your girl, and some time has gone by, and she's sitting with her friends, talking about the biggest. I mean, girls always talk about the biggest and best cocks they've ever had. They'll certainly talk about those guys. But you can bet your ass that she'll definitely bring you up, okay? She'll say something like, okay, Steve had a huge cock, and, Rob fucked me the best, but I remember this guy Donovan. All he wanted to do was fuck. I remember he fucked me 5 times on Saturday, 7 times on Sunday. I mean, the guy was like a machine. Like of all the guys that I've ever had sex with, he was the guy that lusted after me and was attracted to me the most. I never had to worry about not turning him on. I never had to worry about his dick getting limp. I never had to worry about him turning me down for sex. He was always ready, willing, and able to fuck me. Always. Again, guys, my girl. Listen, guys. I know I'm not the biggest cock she's ever taken. I know I'm not the best lover she's ever had. Okay, but when I turned her into what I turn her into, I never turn her. Well, actually, I do every once in a while if I'm not, but it doesn't happen often. It really depends on what I'm doing. But if my girl comes out looking the way she knows I like her to look, dude, guess what? She's getting the D. She's getting loads in her face. She's getting a dick in her ass. Dude, I'll tell you this. We went on vacation in Hawaii back in October. And over a 5-day period, I fucked, and we counted because, dude, we were fucking so much we started to count. I fucked her 30 times in 5 days. No exaggeration, guys. And in the first 2 days, in the first 48 hours, I fucked her 15 times. And listen, and this isn't even 48 hours, this is 43 hours. We spent 5 hours on the plane flying from Phoenix to the island. We fucked 30 times in 5 days, guys. We fucked 15 times in 2 days, 24 hours, less than that. So if things go awry with me and my main chick, and she's talking to her friends, oh yeah, this guy had a big dick, and this guy fucked me the best. But man, like I remember I went on vacation in Hawaii with Donovan. Jesus Christ, he fucked me more times than I've ever been fucked. And she's told me this is the most sex I've ever had in this time period. Okay, maybe she's lying, but at this point, I don't know, man. It wouldn't surprise me to find out if she were lying, but it's one of those deals where you have to find that hard. You have to find that hard to believe. Maybe my girl has had more sex in that period of time with another guy. I doubt it, because that's all we did was fuck, guys. And the reason for that is because I didn't give a shit about her needs in bed, because I did whatever the fuck I wanted to do to her, and she wore and looked exactly the way I wanted her to look. I created that lust for her. And I tell her all the time, you know what? You look hot in this slinky little whatever you're wearing. You're welcome. Now get on your knees or bend over. That does it for this episode of The Sharp Reality. Hit me anytime on Twitter. Oh, that was Alexa. Sorry about that, guys. Hit me anytime on Twitter or my website, and do not forget to bookmark that Amazon link to support the show. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you next time.